Hi, my name is Gallagher and this is fight breakdown of James Degale versus Chris Eubank Jr. I think they're quite level on power wise. I think Chris Eubank had a good knockout win against Yildirim. James Degale has wins during his time. I think he's a very sharp puncher, James Degale. Yeah, I think that they're quite level punch power. I don't think that no one's got the bigger advantage on them. No, I think that it's quite level on that. Chris, when he lets his hands go, he lets them go. He lets them twos or threes. James Degale, a prime James Degale early on in his career, was very fast, very hard to hit. Yeah, that's hard. Speed. So you can get taken away by Chris's 100 punches in 5 seconds, blurring hand speed, but in a contest, yeah, I think that's the same speed-wise. I think that's fair enough the same. James Degale, technique, yeah, I think see that Olympic gold medalist, got a good boxing IQ, got a good boxing trainer behind him, and yeah, James Degale technique. James Degale again. James Degale, better footwork. Although he is coming down off his feet in his last few fights, he's sitting on the ropes a little bit more. If he can keep them legs moving for 12 rounds, I think that'll be the key to this fight. If he doesn't have his legs no more, young Chris will catch up to him late. See, Degale, he's been down against Purdue Jack, got up. Chris Eubank got hit. Some massive shots from George Rose, held up to them well. I'm not going to say, Chris Eubank Jr.'s got the better chin. James Degale, boxed on a higher level, being world champion, boxed abroad, boxed in Vegas, New York. Yeah, definitely James Degale experience. I think James Degale again, ring IQ. I think he knows his way around the ring. Mixed at a high level as an amateur and as a professional. I think Chris Eubank Jr. is still learning on the job. James Degale, I think the fight that showed him up was George Groves, when James thought he had ring control, but George Groves brought it to another level. His movement, his feet, offsetting him, spinning off left, spinning off right, didn't allow James to set. IQ wise, James Degale, ring IQ, moving around, I think so, but Chris Eubank Jr. He's getting better, but at the moment give the slight advantage to Degale. X Factor, well, it's very hard to beat Eubank with that because of his father and his story, and his father boxing on ITV. Every man in the street knows who Chris Eubank Sr. is, and yeah, Chris Eubank Jr. has followed that boxing ITV. James Degale was the Olympian, was the gold medalist, was the world champion, but just didn't really catch fire in the way that it really should have done. And at the moment, I think ask a man on the street and they know more Chris Eubank Jr. more than James Degale. As I said there, if James Degale still has his legs, can still dig deep and keep them legs, I think he can box and be smart. I think he's seen that in the Billy Joe fight. Anyone that's got good smart head movement, good boxing feet, cause Chris Eubank Jr. problems. If you want to stand and turn it into a dogfight, then Chris Eubank Jr.'s got to be the winner, and James can hold off the young charge, but I don't think he will. I think Eubank Jr. Was a little bit too strong down the stretch.